Hello, church family. After 7.5 months of worshiping outside and virtually, our ministry staff is excited to join you inside for worship at 11 a.m. on Sunday morning. Sunday is going to look a little different in the coming weeks, so we want to walk you through what Sunday mornings will look like in the immediate future. When you arrive, you will see this sign, which is your reminder to put on your mask to protect our greeters who will greet you and then everyone else inside. After you put on your mask, the greeter will check your temperature to make sure that it is safe for you to enter the building. We ask that you use the hand sanitizer before entering. You'll notice that the doors behind me are propped open so that you don't have to touch the door handles at any point before going inside the church building.
Once inside, a greeter will take you to the pew where you're expected to sit for the duration of the service. Our WMU is currently creating pew ropes for us, and they're not finished just yet, but eventually every other pew will be roped off. In the meantime, we ask that you remain in your pew for the entirety of the service. There are 2 rules while inside the sanctuary. Rule number 1 is don't get up and move around, and rule number 2 is don't take off your mask during the service. We have a fantastic church safety team that will be enforcing these rules during worship.
We're unable to pass the offering plate during the service, so there will be offering baskets at each exit. Your tithes and offerings will be collected immediately following your departure by the safety team as they lock the doors. We will also not be passing around worship programs. You can print off the order of worship at home after you receive it by email or view it on the big screen in the sanctuary. Unfortunately, there will be no congregational singing to avoid the spread of the virus, so I will be leading us in music. For your safety, we have removed everything from the pews that cannot be easily cleaned.
We are offering a nursery for children ages 5 years old and under that is by reservation only. Please reserve spots in the nursery by contacting me each week by Friday at 5 p.m. After the service is over, please remain in your pew until the sanctuary is empty before picking up your children. Children over the age of 5 are welcome to remain in the sanctuary for family worship. Additionally, the water stations in the hallway will not be available, and the restrooms are available for emergency use only.
When our time of worship is over and after the benediction, I will give you instructions for leaving. If you are seated on the right side of the sanctuary, you will exit out the right front doors and use the exterior doors by the labyrinth to leave the building. If you are seated in the middle section behind me, you will use the front door exits facing Gwen Avenue. If you are seated on the left side of the sanctuary, you will use the parking lot exit. The right and left sides will depart beginning with the first rows. The middle section will leave starting with the back rows. It will take some time to exit the sanctuary, as each of you will remain seated until the row before you has left the building. And of course, again, hand sanitizer will be available at each exit. Things are going to look very different in the coming days, but we're still the same people. We're the same church, and we're worshiping the same loving God. With your help, we can regather and we can worship safely in our sanctuary each week. For those of you that are high risk or find yourself caring for high-risk loved ones, we hope that you will continue to join us for virtual worship on Facebook Live. We truly cannot wait to see each of you on Sunday morning together again.